Not that you want any moral victories, but I'm pretty proud of our kids. I really am. I mean, you look at the stat sheet across the board against the #1 team in our conference, and we had the right kids shooting the ball in the end. When we ran a nice play for her, and that's what we wanted to run, they ran it the way you wanted to run it. Caroline got the ball. She could have taken it to the rim too, but there was 4 seconds left, I think, when she put the shot up. But it takes a lot of guts, and I told Caroline that. It takes a lot of guts to take that shot. Everybody can take a shot when it's tied. But, not a lot of people want to take that shot when you're down 1, 2, or 3. And I give her a lot of credit. It takes a lot of guts to do that. So, clean up a few things, and I'm proud of the effort. I really am. I'm a little bit better today than I probably was Saturday. And it probably is because of the team, too. But I'll take the effort from our kids. That's a team that scores 69 points a game, and we held them to 51. Our synergy was 57, so that's excellent. They had 1 player in double figure. They're averaging 4, or all 5 actually in double figures. We were getting killed on the boards the first half. We out-rebounded them by 1, and 14 offensive rebounds. Credit Diva for that. I'm rambling, aren't I? You have questions? Sorry. But you know what? I am proud of our kids. I mean, it's a contrast for me from Saturday to today. That's the kind of effort I want to see. And, I told them in the locker room, look, you either win or you learn. We didn't win that game, so we'll learn from it. We will learn from it. But, again, and Rick had an excellent article. I really liked it. But we went to the free throw line this time. We're 2 for 11. And that's what lost us a ball game. It's been our Achilles heel all year long. I've never been around a basketball team that shot the free throw so poorly. We shoot it so well in practice. We do game situations in practice. We do time and score stuff when at the line, and they shoot a great job. And, it's one of those things that they have to learn from and continue to shoot and score and do all kinds of other things.
Yvonne, you say you feel better tonight than you did Saturday. What do you see from the players? Do they feel that way?
I think so. They were pretty down. I mean, to be honest. But I think today they knew it was a little bit different. Vegas is just a team that will get under your skin, and we wanted to beat them and had every opportunity to. But we let that slip away with, just a lack of defensive effort in terms of what we wanted to do. Everything that we worked on defensively with Fresno, we did to perfection, I thought. We did to a T. I called the defense at the end. We ran a zone. We've been running man all the time. I thought we had them. There's about 5 seconds left, and then they just got to the high post, and they ran a nice little dump down. And Sarah didn't get over quick enough, but that's nobody's fault. They ran a nice play. I thought I'd mix it up just to see that, because they called a timeout for a man play. And I wanted to see if we couldn't just get one stop. So, that was a good play by their part. But again, we got the right shot off this time. Against Vegas, we just didn't. And that's nobody's fault. But we got the right kid with the ball. We ran the play to perfection, in my opinion. And like I said, Caroline makes those 1,000 times. And it just fell short today.
What do you make of the first half? You guys weren't playing very good basketball.
Well, first half defensively, we were playing very well. I mean, I thought defensively it was 24-16 to hold a team like that. Yeah, offensively we weren't playing well. We had 11 turnovers in the first half. So we were getting empty possessions, and that's what you don't want to do. But I still felt good. You go into the locker room with 11 turnovers, you're down 8. And we talked about the first 4 minutes, and I was really pleased. Then we're down 4 the first 4 minutes. Second media timeout, it's tied. And we're right where we want to be. And like I said, I'm proud of the kids, and I'm proud of their effort. Fresno State's a very good basketball team. And they're going to vie for the conference championship with San Diego State, when it's all said and done. So it tells me that we're not too far away. And I like what I saw today from everything. I like what I saw defensively. I like what we did offensively. We ran plays to perfection. We got, sometimes we didn't make shots, but they ran plays well. Again, we just 2 for 11. We were 2 for 11 from the free throw line, and we lost by 1 point. I mean, you just can't spell it out any more than that. Other than that, the effort was terrific.
I don't mean for this to be a trick question or bulletin board material for anybody. Do you feel this Fresno State team is as good a
God, that's a great question. I think they're different. I think, golly, that's a really good question. I think they're very similar. I really do. I think Wyoming's still young, and I don't know if they necessarily, I mean, Woodward is about as good as a guard as you'll get, but so is Moore in 33. Man, I think they'll probably split at each other's place. Wyoming, I might give Fresno the nod just because they might be more experienced and they might be a little older, but I think they're pretty dead even. I mean, I think that's a pretty dead even. So I think the biggest difference is Fresno's won some conference championships, and they might have that experience.
To have lost by Wyoming by 18 and then come back and lose by one, that's part of the thing that encourages you.
I think so. I mean, I do. I mean, again, Wyoming's its own animal, especially up there. They're awfully tough to beat, and they average about 4,000 fans a game. Now, we did it last year, and they'll remember that. Yeah, that's a really good question. They both run some similar style. You know, they like that motion and shoot a lot of threes. Sewell is about as good of a post as you get, but you see Fresno working on that too. They didn't post up as much as they did the first time we played them. They posted a little bit more, but we had some mismatches that they didn't exploit, I thought, because we had Bryce on a big kid, and she held her own a little bit, but she got a lot of help from the kids. And that's what we wanted to do, and that's what makes me really feel good about this game. Wyoming, we lost by 18, and we gave them 70-something points. Our defense was about as good as we played, and I'll take the effort. I really will. This is one of those things that I'll take. Now, I won't be, you know, I'm not happy about losing, but I can live with this. And I tell these kids all the time, if you play your heart out and you play your hardest, I'll live with the results. And I honestly can live with this one. I can live with this result, knowing that they gave everything they had.
Other questions for Coach?
Uh,
And a quick turnaround, we'll open up for questions for Boise State.
Oh, yeah.
One day away before we travel. Any questions or statement from Coach about Boise State coming up this weekend?
We're going to play on the blue turf. We're just going to put a tent out there. You know, Boise State is going to probably want to come back and have a little bit of revenge. You know, we beat them here. They were up at halftime. It's one of the few wins that we had when we were down at halftime and we came back. They've got very good post play in Leinart. She's one of the conference best players. They've got very good guard play, but they're just thin. You know, they've had some injuries. And again, I mean, Whitney had a terrific game against Boise State. We want to do the same thing, establish a post presence, and that's what I feel we've done the last 4 games. In the paint today, 38-30, and that's excellent. You know, last game it was like 34-19. You know, we're going to continue to establish a post presence, and that's what we want to do against Boise.